Welcome back to the show. Our next guest is a financial executive and motivational speaker who became a political prisoner in Sri Lanka at the age of 17. Now, after a miraculous release from prison, he made his way here to Canada with just $50 in his pocket in search of a better life.
In his new memoir titled Prisoner Number 1056, How I Survived War and Found Peace, he shares his incredible immigrant story of how he fled torture and oppression, then rose from the mailroom to the executive suite of Canada's largest independent asset management company. Welcome to the show, Roy Ratnavel. Hello.
Thank you.
Roy.
Thank you for having me. And for the record, I want to say I don't have a cat, and I am growing my armpit out.
Thank you, Roy. Oh my God, bless you. Listen, congratulations on the book, Prisoner Number 1056. It's a hugely moving immigrant success story, and you share how you overcame unimaginable injustice and trauma. Why was it important for you to share this story?
Okay, for three reasons. One, I wanted to tell a story of a teenage Tamil boy tortured in prison. And then two, I wanted to give a voice to the new generation of Tamil kids who are coming of age and to tell their parents' story or their story. And then three, to really pay homage to Canada, to let people know what a wonderful country that we live in that cherishes a difference of people, opinions, and backgrounds, to really live as one mix of people to have a society that is at peace. And I just want people to celebrate that.
Well, as we said, you grew up in Sri Lanka. You were just 17 when you found yourself in a prison camp, and you were prisoner number 1056. And you were imprisoned for simply being Tamil.
Correct.
Can you take us through that time of your life?
Yeah, so there was a civil war going on between the Tamil minority and the Sinhalese majority, and there was an operation that was happened called Operation Liberation up north where I was living. I was rounded up among 2,500 young people between the age of 14 and 40, put on a cargo ship and sent on a long voyage to the south and kept there, tortured for 2.5 months. And I will not wish that on anyone, even on my enemy, but sometimes life doesn't control, you don't control what happens to you in life, you just control what you make of it. And I'm so glad that I'm here today talking to you in a free country.
So you were able to flee that oppression, and you arrived in Canada exactly 35 years ago today.
Correct.
You were 18 years old, but then just 2 days later in Sri Lanka, your father was killed.
Correct.
I can't imagine, you must have been dealing with culture shock and being away from home, and then the loss and the grief. How did you cope?
Yeah, my father was everything to me. He was inspiration. And when he died, part of me died with him. But also, part of me became a fighter. After his untimely death, I got the feeling that somehow, if I did well enough in life, somehow I could make up for the life he should have had. So I just put my energy into that and made that pain of his loss into the coal for furnace of my ambition. And I think that, people have to understand that once you have a fair treatment in any society, the rest is up to the people to make the best of it. And I'm a great example of that. There are many like that.
So, I mean, starting a new life as an immigrant, it's not easy, and it comes with very particular challenges, and your journey was certainly not easy. Talk about what your experience was like a little bit, and what made you decide to stay?
Well, a couple of reasons. One, I really was shocked, didn't know what to do. And then, and I met this young, beautiful girl a year later, and now she's my wife. And she really has been my anchor and a pillar of strength for my success. I couldn't have made it this far. So love made me stay here. And then second thing is, I'm telling you, she's tougher than anyone I know. She's tougher than a night in prison, I say. And she's my Iron Lady. But more importantly, why would you leave Canada? So that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
So we said that, you started in these very difficult circumstances, challenging circumstances. You get here, you stay here. You start in the mailroom of this company.
Right.
You, over time, end up ascending all the way up to the top of Canada's largest independent asset management company. So, first of all, how did that happen? What was the key to that ascension? And then how did that rise affect your style now as the leader there?
Okay. Maybe they didn't have a choice but to promote me. I don't know. But but I was in the mailroom. I met a very young salesperson who is my mentor. I spoke to him last night at another event. And he became sort of a surrogate brother, maybe even, I would say, a leader, father, name anything you want. He projected everything onto him. He really showed me kindness. And I think his kindness nudged my way in this country in a better direction. He showed a traumatized young kid that world isn't all that bad. There are humanity that happens, and he really was, I would say, a flickering hope of humanity in a world that had gone dark for a little kid. And so, yeah, so that was that. And then he became my mentor and showed me what to do in a business environment, how to progress in life. And I believe I listen and I change, and to improve is to change. And I think that's what I tell all the young mentees. I say, like, always remember that don't be afraid of change, be afraid of not changing.
Roy, thank you so much for being here today and
Thank you
sharing
for
your
having me.
incredible story.
Thank you.
The book is called Prisoner Number 1056. It is out now. Good news for our studio audience. You're all going home with a copy of the book. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Thanks for watching. We've got lots more discussion and debates on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.